Hi all, I have a couple of corrections slash follow-ups to the videos that I posted last night in a time when misinformation is likely to get more common and we live under a federal government that is not going to be afraid to lie to us directly. I would like to hold myself accountable to being as accurate as possible because I think accuracy matters. So let's get into it. First of all, I posted about being forced to follow JD Vance on Facebook. Now, this is still possible, but it is also possible that because the official vice president, presidential, White House, social media channels stay the same but just transfer to the new administration whenever there's an election, it's possible that I was following VP Harris on her official Facebook page. I don't think I was because I typically don't follow politicians on their official Facebook pages because I don't like it again when these pages change hands, and the content on those official pages tends to be pretty canned and stale. So I don't typically do that, but it's possible that I did in the exuberance of 2021. The fact that she is from Oakland and Berkeley and that's near where I live, it's possible that I got excited and followed her. So I just want to make it clear that it is possible that I was not forced to follow him and that this was just the official handover. Now, the fact that his post came to the top of my Facebook landing page, I think is interesting. It's possible it was at the top of my results because there was a lot of engagement with his first post. Possibly by people who are my Facebook friends because they might have been the ones who were putting all the laughing emojis on that first post. So it's possible that's why it was at the top of my feed, but it is also fairly well documented, fairly well known that the Facebook algorithm does favor right-wing content. There's lots of reasons for this, but the issues with Facebook favoring right-wing content and favoring misinformation in 2016 that helped to swing the 2016 election towards Trump, those issues were never adequately addressed, and the fact that Facebook has gotten rid of fact checkers means that that's likely to get worse. So I think it's interesting that it was at the top of my results. I'm not 100% convinced that I was following VP Harris, but that is a very logical possibility as to why that happened. So I just want to put it out there that that could be the explanation, just for accuracy's sake. The second thing I want to say is that in my post about knitting as espionage, I mentioned that quilts were used as coded messages during the Underground Railroad. Now, that piece of history is disputed. The person who put forth that theory of the coded messages in quilts in the 90s has since been challenged by a lot of other historians, and other historians have not been able to verify that that was actually the case. So that is disputed history. It may not be accurate. Now, I do think that it is absolutely true that quilts were used to send messages of various types, coded or not, throughout the history of that art form. There are quilters out there who are still sending really amazing messages. I would definitely check out the National Quilt Show and the National Quilt Awards. I don't remember the exact name of them, but there's some wonderful videos on this app about the art that people are making with quilts. So I think that there definitely has been messaging within quilts throughout history, but was it used in the way I described in the Underground Railroad? Possibly not. It's disputed. The evidence on that is a little shaky. So I just want to say that I really appreciate everybody engaging with my content. Please continue to engage. Please continue to bring your questions, bring your skepticism, and let's find our hope and our sanity together.